After helping the Sony PlayStation become a gaming mainstay with the Crash Bandicoot series, developer Naughty Dog turned to new mascots and a new game on the PlayStation 2. Jak and Daxter helped push the momentum of Sony's juggernaut console and spawned another blockbuster franchise with 3 main installments and several spin-offs. As expected, Naughty Dog followed the release of the original game with the sequel. Though still a story-driven platformer, Jak II adopted an open-world structure akin to Grand Theft Auto. Aside from the opening sequence that took place in Sandover Village, the hub environment from the first game, Jak II featured a much darker world and premise.
Jak, easy now. Easy, buddy. It's your old pal Daxter, remember?
Daxter?
Leaving city safe zone.
Perhaps it was the yearning for the more colorful, innocent Jak and Daxter that prompted some fans to mess around with the game in an attempt to revisit Sandover Village. Though we're not quite sure when it was first discovered, videos dating back as far as 2008 show what appears to be a playable Sandover Village in Jak II. The instructions in the videos claim that by using a glitch, it's possible to access the level.
This is a restricted area. Defenses activated. Authorized to use force. Trespasser neutralized.
After our fans on Facebook brought this to our attention, we decided to take a closer look. So we secured a copy of Jak II to see if we could reach Sandover Village and learn the truth behind the supposed secret level.
These precursor orbs are worth a lot now. We might find a few hidden around.
The instructions for reaching Sandover Village are pretty straightforward. First, you'll need to play the game and unlock 60 hidden orbs in order to unlock an option to view previous cutscenes from the game's Secrets menu. Once you have this unlocked, go back to the title screen and advance to the main menu. Select the Secrets option, then Scene Player Act 1. You'll then want to pick the Strange New World scene. When the cutscene loads, you're going to want to hit the eject button if you're on the original PS2 model, or open the lid if you have a slim model, and then immediately hit the triangle button. Then close the tray or lid and select Continue to resume the game. If done correctly, you apparently load into Sandover Village, but you can only control the camera. You'll need to then open the menu and select the option to restart the mission. Once you've restarted the mission, you should then be able to freely move around the environment. Not surprisingly, we were able to reach Sandover Village by following the instructions on both the original and slim models of the PS2. One other interesting fact is that you can access this environment on a PS3 with backwards compatibility too. We also tried this out on the recently released HD collection, and though it appeared like it would probably work, the PS3's safeguard when you eject the disc prevented us from reaching our goal. If you eject a PS3 disc mid-game, you'll exit out of the game environment and back to the system's main menu. While reaching the environment was simple enough, there was something off about the supposed level. Some of the objects lacked proper collision detection, and parts of the hub environment were outright missing. There were no objects to interact with outside of a lonely item box, making us wonder if this was really a hidden level. Sure, there was a day and night cycle present, and it could be thought that accessing the level via this glitch caused the various oddities, but it was all very suspect. That's exactly what fans thought too. Truth be told, the substantial amount of video evidence convinced us that the environment existed, but the real question that we and fans wanted to know was whether or not this was an intentional secret level that might be accessed through more traditional means. There was only one way to get to the bottom of this mystery, so we reached out to Naughty Dog's Evan Wells, who previously shed some light on a long-standing Crash Team racing myth back in episode 27. I took a look at the video, and this most definitely was not intentional, and I was completely unaware of it. In fact, I don't even understand why it happens. There really isn't too much going on here though. All the cutscenes in Jak II are rendered in real time, so sometimes we have special levels that we load only as sets for a particular scene. That's the case for the intro cinematic, since it takes place in Jak's village from Jak and Daxter. You're never meant to be able to control Jak in the environment, which is why there are no load regions to bring in any of the adjacent environments, which don't even exist on the disc, and why the water doesn't have collision, etc. Somehow, by ejecting the disc and trying to skip the cutscene, you're able to get Jak to spawn in the level. Since most of the environment still has collision, we should have deleted it and saved some memory, Jak is able to run around a little. That's really all there is to it. Evan left us with one final thought. He believed that if we tried the same set of instructions on other cutscenes, we might get similar results. So we went down the list of cutscenes one by one to see what we could find. In most cases, the glitch worked. Only when we restarted the mission were we loaded into an actual mission near the point in the game of the cutscene we watched. In other instances, like the race cutscene, we successfully broke into an environment you weren't meant to walk around in, but ran into some problems. Sometimes selecting the restart mission option did nothing, leaving us completely stuck. Other times, the game would crash and leave us on a black screen. There were also a few scenes that, using the eject trick, simply crashed the game. We suggest if you have a copy of the game and a PS2, you try these out for yourself to see what you can find. It appears that if you truly want to experience Sandover Village in playable form, you're going to have to play the original Jak and Daxter. Accessing the environment in Jak II is a neat glitch, but according to Evan, it's nothing more than that. That doesn't mean fans should give up on the hunt, though. Who knows what other unused assets will pop up next.